Hey everybody, today we're going to dig deeper into how I developed my vision board and sit down with a queen who's going to reflect on her 2023 and tell us what she's expecting to get through her vision board this year. Stay tuned. Okay, we're sitting here with Simone as she scrolled through her magazines trying to find pictures for her vision board. I'm just going to ask Simone a few questions to see what guided her to decide on what she want to put on her vision board. Hey Simone,
Hey, Carla.
how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Long work day, but hey, we here.
Right.
All right, so as you think about what you're going to put in your vision board, let's reflect on your 2023. What are some of the things that took place that made you decide that I think I want to make some changes?
Um, life was life in 2023. A lot of situations I had to deal with, I decided to deal with on my own. Didn't really share them with a lot of people. Not even you, although we're close. Because I just felt like I needed to deal with some things on my own. Um, I went into 2023, lost someone that was very close um, to me, and it pushed me out of my comfort zone um, that I did not want to get out of. And then my shepherd got sick on March the 4th, and he was in the hospital since then. And then we lost him on December 29th. So that was a big loss that I'm still dealing with now, going into the new year. And then also some personal things happened that really made me reflect on the person that I am, um, just life, period. A lot of stuff hit me that I was not expecting, and just made me look at I needed to deal this year, concentrate on being a better Simone to be able to be better to other people. And I need to concentrate on me this year.
Good. Sorry to hear about all the death. I know last year death was striking a lot of people in situations where it wasn't likely, it wasn't planned out. They weren't sick, and then all of a sudden they're just not here, and that's always something that we have to deal with, and everyone deals with it differently.
Right.
But as you were thinking about making yourself a better Simone, have you thought about what really makes Simone happy?
You know what? When you are a mom and you are running behind a teenager and trying to make their dreams come true, and also being married, a lot of times you lose who you are, um, and that's not a good thing, all the time. So now I'm actually sitting down and thinking about what makes Simone happy, um, and not worried about what other people are thinking. That's a thing that holds me back sometimes, dealing with internally about what other people will think of the situations that I have going on, or this or that.
Yeah, I think we talked about that before, and I
Yep.
told you who gives a flip what people think. They're not living your life.
Right.
Um, it's your life to live. Who are they to judge?
Right.
Everybody's going through something. People might be hiding it on this side and you don't really know, but you got to live your truth, do what's best for you. Um, and so, yeah, let's get this vision board together, set some goals for you in 2024, and let's make it happen.
Right.
You want to share some of the things that you found?
So expectation versus reality. Um, Fearless. Stop being scared, and I'm talking about me. Stop being scared of things and do what's gonna make me happy. And stop being my. I need to stop thinking about what other people are gonna think about what I'm going through, and just deal with it, because little do I know there's somebody out there going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Yeah.
So what else? Um rebuilding. I'm going to be rebuilding myself as a woman. Again, when you have a teenager that is going out in the world, he's 17, he has a dream of being a basketball player, you know, and he's had some difficulties with partially torn ACL, and you know, he has a surgery coming up with his feet. You know, he was very discouraged this year and last year. He hasn't been able to play to his potential, so I've been trying to build him up, and in the midst of building him up, neglecting things for myself. So I have to find balance. Yeah, that's another thing that I struggle with. And I struggle with finding balance with work life and home life and my life. So that's something that I'm working on this year as well. So if anybody has any pointers out there, find a balance. Help me out.
That's a good one. And that's something a lot of people struggle with. And I always put life first because work is going to be there. You got to take care of yourself first because, hey, something happened to you, I promise you, your job will find a replacement sooner than you can get out of there. So take care of yourself. I don't take mental health days from work because when I don't feel like being bothered, I just sit in my office. But sometimes you need to take a mental health day. I know I have friends who, even their therapists have instructed them to take one day a month for themselves. And sometimes as parents, you don't get a time off. Right. Your best time to be off is while they're at school. So sometimes while they're at school, you might have to take a day to go to a spa, sit back and relax, go walk the mall, window shop, or anything. Just do something, you know, for yourself. So that's good on your journey of becoming you.
And learning to not feel guilty when I do something for myself.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm a prime suspect of that. I don't allow people to do things for me. And I had people tell me, like Christmas time, they was like, let us celebrate you. And I'm like, okay, but that's not what I'm used to. But I'm starting to realize that you have to allow people to celebrate you and not feel bad because they want to. So when you're celebrating yourself, don't feel bad. Just know that it's needed.
And another thing I'm going to be working on is healing. I have a lot of healing to do, especially with those 2 deaths. I have healing to do with that, and personally, I have some healing to do. And I think opening up and talking about things, because I don't talk about things. And I, compress it, or I just push it back, and I don't deal with things when I need to suppress. And I need to stop suppressing and heal totally.
Have you considered therapy, or have you ever been to therapy? Or?
Yes, I will be going to therapy this year. That's one thing that's on my list. I did go to a therapist one time, but she was out far. So I will be finding a therapist here in Durham. Because therapists are okay.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. So many years in the Black community, it was taboo. And we live with all this life trauma, and we never deal with it.
Right.
And so it's definitely, if you can't deal with it by yourself, which most times we can't, we think we can, a therapist is definitely a way to help you heal. So in my kit that I bought for my vision board, I had, it came with pre-made cards. So I'm going to share some of these with Simone and see if she want to use anything. This is just, you pretty little thing. I guess it's like, you know, daily affirmation. You pretty little thing. I live confidently knowing that I am worthy of prosperity. And any of these you want to use, you can.
Oh, wow.
The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They make the best of everything.
Oh, that's a good one.
This one's good for you. Great things never come from comfort zones.
Man, I'm telling you, I hate being out of my comfort zone.
You got to step out of your comfort zone. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Dang.
So you might want to pull some of these. Some of these might help you out. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations.
That's a good one too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jobs fill your pockets. Adventures fill your soul. Home should be an anchor, a place where you are loved and where we can love. Pull any of them you want to your for your board. The more I give out, the more I receive.
I definitely like this. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. Good thoughts. Bam. Look at this for y'all. I will be kinder to myself.
Sometimes we can be our worst critics. The worst.
Sometimes we leave work and we feel like this. Punch today in the face. Just knock the whole day out. Knock the day out.
Hey, I know that feeling.
Oh, I kind of like this. Never regret something that made you smile. I think I like that one, but it has a typo, and I wouldn't put it on my board because it has an S on it. You can mark the S out, though.
Not on my board.
What is worse, failing or never trying?
Oh, wow.
What is most important to you in your life? If you had it all, what would your life be like? These reflective questions are good to think about your next steps. What are you not ready to change? This is Veda. Do I care too much about what others think of me?
Really? I'm working
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just reading the cards that was in the box.
All in my business.
Let's see. Some of these are good, some of them aren't. Oh, this might be for me. I should put this on.
What is that?
When you stop expecting people to be perfect, you can like them for what they are. But, you know, Capricorns, we want perfection. What will you have to do less of to reach your goal? Did you get a few that you like?
Yep. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4.
So as you listeners, as you go out and think about your goals, your vision board, think about some of the things that you want to accomplish for the year. I know I said it earlier, but you have to take the time to reflect. So that's why I asked Simone the questions about actually reflecting on her 2023. Because if you don't think about where you've been, how can you make a plan of where you're going?
True.
Simone, thank you so much for sharing, and I'm sure you'll come back on the platform again.
I sure will.
If you like what you hear, please press subscribe and share with your friends and family. Thank you.
Subscribe and share.
Good night.
Good night.
Be blessed.